Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I am Happy Mike.
And today, we're cracking open a new bottle of Taconic Distillery Dutchess Private Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So, Mike is fond of, you said go down, and I did not go down. I went around like a fucking jackass, but okay.
I started it.
Yeah, he did, and I failed. I failed it. We're going to dig on that. So, we have done a Taconic a long time ago. You've bought a couple since then, and I wanted to get into this because I remember it having a nice jalapeno flavor in the end. Not that 90% of you want that, but that was something that I enjoyed.
That you get.
Steve hated, and I got. So I don't know if this is going to bring it, but let's get into particulars on this one. So this one comes in at 115 proof. Mike got it for $59.99. The age is 4 years. The barrel happens to be 947. The date was 12/21/17. It's bottled in 5/10/22. Ooh, that's a good cork pop. It's the Taconic Distillery out of New York. It's hand bottled at the Taconic Distillery, Stanfordville, New York.
Spit it out.
You think English would be easy for me? 70% corn, 25% rye, 5% malted barley. What a mess!
Do you have drops all over the place?
No,
that's the black
those
shit.
are the black stuff from the freaking.
I think this is a store pick too. I think this is a Luke's,
I will look
store pick.
just for fun.
Okay.
Well,
I
don't know.
I'm a liar, but
I'm not saying you're a liar. I have no idea.
I'm helping you out.
Shop. This has been in our sack for years, so this could be any of your many vacations that you've taken.
Yeah,
so,
I'm sad. You always push him to the back.
Luke's. It is Luke's. So I don't know if it's not. No, it is definitely a single barrel store pick. So
the nose jumps out. You just poured it 2 seconds ago.
I want to yell at Luke because he bit my finger on that one when I just put the cork back in. I just want to say that for the record. You know when you do
keep
that
out of the way.
You know when you do that, that is the
and
worst.
It turns purple in 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst.
Where's the pin?
It's gonna throb. All right, so let's see. What are you saying?
The nose is right off the bat. It's pretty good.
Okay.
You calling me a liar again?
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna go with okay.
Okay.
Good compared to Maker's good?
No, but okay, there's something.
We recently just did the Sunday. No, okay. I got you.
You know what?
I love you.
Something coming out of the glass versus like
I agree.
I can't find nothing.
It's not like well or good, but it's definitely coming out. But it's almost light on that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not, and not in a bad way. Maker's was dark and dank and luscious when we did it on Sunday. So I'm just gonna go with. Okay.
I did not reference Maker's.
I did. I just did.
No, you did.
I'm just saying, like, yes, it's coming out of the glass. I'm not smelling glass. Let me do this just for fun. I got someone bonking me in my legs. Can I take a sip first? Mm-hmm.
Well.
Okay.
I can tell you this. It's throwing a lot more elbows than the Red Roses was yesterday.
Oh, yeah. A couple of days ago when we did the Sunday Monday. No. I'm riding the ride.
I don't know if that's because I just changed.
Nope.
I did go. No.
Nope. No, I agree with you.
It is jumping. Price wise,
not in a horror. Hold on. I want to stress this. No, because you know it's funny because we did. Okay, again, if you haven't watched Sundays, go back and watch Sunday Funday. We had 4 very good whiskeys, and 2 of them drank uber refined. Mm-hmm. They were like super good, and then even the third one that you liked was like uber refined. It really 3 of them did, and then one was more aggressive than the others. And that's what he's referring to, where this is bringing the aggression as far as it's more proof than flavor.
Honestly, this would almost be a competitor to that, the C. Because this is probably more aggressive than the Red Roses.
Oh no, I think it is.
But they're close to the same proof.
You know what it's bringing me
It
to?
actually it's way cheaper.
It's bringing me to the 115 proof Yellowstone that we had way back in the day.
Well,
You know
so
what I'm
that would be
saying?
another one to throw in there.
If we had it, it sure would be. But yeah, no, that's what it's bringing me to. Where remember we drank
evaporation.
That? We drank that when it was hot to be hot.
In the beginning, it did tone down towards the end.
I agree.
This one is that you're drinking 115 right now. Yes.
Come on, it's okay.
And would it be? It would have. It would. I think it's a little more aggressive than the Red Rose.
I agree.
But
I agree.
It's
the Four
way
Roses.
cheaper.
Yeah, no,
it is. Here I am, Red Rose.
That's okay. You can do Red Rose. It is cheaper.
I'm singing.
It is half price.
It is almost half.
It is half price.
Almost half price.
It reminds me a lot of when we did the Four Roses one, or
the nose isn't bad though.
Oh my goodness, my mind just went blank. The Quarter Black, yeah, that did it at the thing. It wasn't Clover's. It was. I'm
sorry, I was in zone land. What quarterback?
Yeah,
who did quarterback?
Not Tom Brady. The one he competed against all. Aaron Rodgers did one with Sweetens Cove. So the Sweetens Cove was only at like 115 proof, and it was like, I was like, oh my god, it's hot. Like it just drank hot to be hot. First sip, that's all it gave me. But we're gonna come into second sip. Let's try it.
It's actually coming around. It's pretty flavorful, honestly. I for the money and the proof, I would get another one of these. I would honestly. I'm kind of liking this. It's not a crazy ride, but it's not huge money.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm pausing for a second.
I'm listening
because I'm throwing in my head Cooper's Craft at this price.
Yeah, but you can't get it everywhere.
That's where you come in. I don't know. I think you can.
But that's okay. So here
I like this one.
So this would be another one. You're at Luke's. You're down the Cape, and this is not this for $60. This is not a bad pick.
I agree.
You know, so that
I'm not arguing with you. No, I'm really not.
I'm just saying.
I'm playing devil's advocate without playing devil's advocate.
I like to travel, and I hate to buy something that's gonna suck. At $60, it's like mid to the road. That's
We've
not
liked
bad.
a lot of New York whiskeys.
We have.
We have. I just want to state that for the record.
You went to the Cape, and it's New York, so it's like
I'm waiting right
store
now.
Picks usually do well with.
I'm waiting right now to see the only other time we had a red Taconic. And it brought the jalapeno pepper. I just want to see if it's going to bring what it's going to bring. I'm just riding a ride. Honestly, I'm actually messing with them more than anything. I don't hate any part of this so far. I really don't. I'm more messing with you than anything.
Whatever.
Does it measure up?
You want to make me talk? I can talk.
No, and I like that. And I'm actually letting you go on. You're defending something that it doesn't need defending, but I love it. I actually do. I'm actually playing with you on this one because, you know, look at me. I'm number one. He just told me. So it's not so much I'm messing with you as far as like
it's got a good flavor.
I don't know if it would run with like the makers we did on Sunday. I don't know if it would run on the Four Roses we did on Sunday.
I think it would run with the Four Roses. Honestly,
I think you would actually like this a little bit better than the Rare Character, which you actually liked better than the Four Roses.
Again, I think it would run better with the Four Roses only because it doesn't have the aggression and it doesn't have the nut. The whole that was an easier nut flavor. It was nut to oak, so this would compare better to the Four Roses, but I think it would hold its own, and it's cheaper.
As I roll it on my tongue, and I'm going to keep doing it. I just want to go. It does give me.
It's got a sparkle.
Yeah, it does. But when you roll it on your tongue, it changes flavor. Just slightly. It's slightly, and I just want to give it a minute on the cracking, and then we'll see what it does when we'll put it in a blind. It'll go up against stuff, but I'm not negative in any way. It doesn't hold that dark, rich caramel flavor that some do. Like that, the Four Roses was one note, but that was a banging note. Like it just
to me, it's not really that far off.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing with you.
With,
I'm
with
not.
that,
I hear you.
With that, though, I think it might even have a little bigger kick in its step.
It's hard to do like day
It
before. You know what I mean?
It is memory.
So,
but
yeah,
in my memory
but
blows. We all know
I'm
that.
not disagreeing with you. I'm not. When I say okay, I don't mean like, oh, you're wrong type of okay. It's a.
I'm a big boy. I can handle it.
I'm listening to your
this
story,
is half-assed on,
and I hear it. But
I'm thinking this is a nice little travel bottle. I wouldn't mind. I don't have one at the house, but if I went down to Luke's again, I would get this from.
If I'm being honest, I'm gonna be honest here.
Go ahead.
4 years, $59, 115 proof. I would 100% buy this. This is actually very.
You're
good.
right. You're almost in with the Ezra group and the whole.
No, it is. It's
would
thrown
fall,
a little bit.
It would fall into that Ezra.
It is
because we have a couple of store picks of those as well.
It's throwing the elbows that I like from
tasty.
Ezra. No, I know that not in a bad way.
No, it's tasty.
Now, if I'm just in first, just cracking.
Pinch your thumb again.
I'm trying not to. I want to put it up top. With that, honestly, this is actually very good.
I'm enjoying it.
I was seeing if I could get the I don't get the negative. I don't get the jalapeno flavor that Steve actually brought the last bottle over. He's like, you got to drink this. I can't do it. It was a spiky. There does have a rye spice to this. It does have an aggression to this. It does throw elbows going with this. I don't hate
but it has a good flavor.
I don't hate any part of it. I really don't. And I agree with that. It's not breaking. It's not getting brittle. It doesn't give me that grassy hay shit flavor. Honestly.
You're not going to wolf this one.
No, it throws elbows.
If you wolf this, you're going to make half the fire.
Will this settle down? Maybe. Is it good as is?
It is.
Yes. Do I like this better than 90% of the Kentucky Owls we did for 3 times the money? Yes, I'm going to agree. It doesn't break with a grassy hay shit taste. It's holding its flavor, but it's throwing elbows the whole way. And I don't hate that. I don't hate it. I really don't.
If you know what you were grabbing.
Yep.
I agree.
115, it may get better.
So what was the Rebel was 108 and then
they're lower than this.
Ezra, they are.
I'm trying to think what's
we can come up with something for this. So.
Foolproof. No, because foolproof is like 115, 116.
No, 120. What Weller?
No, Weller foolproof
is 120.
Nope.
I thought it was.
Nope. It's lower than that.
Don't quote me. I'm not the facts guy at all.
No, I'm trying to guess. But now you're gonna question me. I'm just gonna see, just for fun. I know where it is. 114.
All right. Well, this nose is
no. It's in there.
I can tell you right now. That's an easier drinker.
Do I think the Weller would consume this? I do. I think
it would be on This is very tasty.
We got some stuff behind us. If you want to see a future blind with this, leave a comment down below. This is very good for what it is. I do agree. Will this open up and bring a little more oaky taste, all that stuff? I don't know.
I wouldn't chase a Weller at $200, or you have this for a pick.
We got lucky at $69.
Again, so but they are everywhere behind glass on a regular basis, unless you know your.
That's part of the channel, though. You know what? If you can buy stuff, it's the same thing. Stag at $65 is a banging bottle. At $300, it is not.
Correct.
It just is not. That's not what it was made.
Keep going, Weller.
No.
Happy,
I agree. So,
so,
and it's the same thing. When you can find them for MSRP, these are very good. Is this very good? Yes. Would I like to put this up? The problem is with the copper and cast, they're all like 120. Will that stomp it? That's the question. This is aggressive.
All right.
But would that stomp it?
They do have some good flavors.
They are phenomenal. And they're the same price. I'm not saying anything bad about this.
You know what? I will always tell you, you can pull a magic rabbit of negativity out of your ass.
I am good at that. That's the one thing I am good at.
So I will give you that. You know, would it hold to a larceny? Would it hold?
Would I buy this again? 100%.
No, but I always like your analogy of coming up with something out of the ballpark.
This is the fun of having
copper and cask, or the broken barrel.
That's 115.
It is.
That's 115. And we've had 2 of them.
and they were very good.
That's what I'm saying.
It's in there. I think it is.
He's making a blind as we speak. No, I like that. I like that. That's a future blind. I will put up against some.
Tom, pay attention.
No, yeah, future Tom, pay attention to me, because I don't think we tried the other one we have in there.
I was gonna say, I thought you killed the other one.
Well, I don't think I did that one. That was more you than me this time. But no, we do have another one in the sack. We do have another one in the sack.
We do.
So, but it is the same proof.
Some dope.
And then you got the Weller and the stuff. We could throw them in. That's a great blind.
It would be. It would be pretty good.
All similar proof.
Couple are
rare breed. 116.8. I think rare breed's 116.
That's a little easy.
116.8.
I know.
It's in the same thing. And $50-something.
Correct.
By Wild Turkey. So bam, don't you steal my blind. No, I like that. This is solid. You know what? It's kind of when I did that Bullock one on the end, when Chip brought it from West Virginia. I thought it was phenomenal, and I put it up against Wild Turkey, and Wild Turkey just smashed it. And I think this may be the case with this. By itself, is this good? Absolutely.
You think it's going to get smoked? I don't think it's going to get smoked.
That one was better. That's all I can say. I'm not going to say smoked. Will it be in contention? I think so. I don't bring an inferior part of this. There's nothing. There's no negative when I drink this, unless you don't like aggression. But at this
flavor.
proof, this is a happy proof. This is like
it has flavor.
I agree. I don't find any aggression as a negative. This is delicious. It really is. Grade? Let me take another sip before I do a grade.
I'm pretty content. I mean, B plus A minus, honestly, for me.
I'm A minus. I agree. That's what I signed. I was trying to see if it broke at all when I rolled it on my tongue. It does not. It brings an intense amount of flavor.
It'll hold its own for $60. This is
if there is a negative. If there's a negative. It's not a wild. No.
Oh yeah. Okay,
there's no wild ride. You are getting a continuous flavor throughout. Is it a delicious flavor? Yes. It's not bringing a fruit. It's not bringing a nut. It's not bringing a heavy oak on the end. No, that's what I'm saying.
It brings that full flavor, bourbon flavor note
throughout the whole thing.
Correct.
So you could call it a one note, but at $59.99, you don't hate it.
And that was almost like, to me, the other day on Sunday, was the Red Rose kind of did that.
Yeah. Right, the Four Roses. You said that.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with Red Rose.
I don't know, but I'll go with you.
All of a sudden, I'm like singing.
I'll just no, because every rose has its thorn.
Yeah,
that's why.
Whoa,
but honestly, if I had a negative, it doesn't. It doesn't have a wild ride. It is a monotone note, but it is.
Can't do that.
It is very good.
No, I'm enjoying this. Actually.
Yeah. I'll be curious to see how this actually does. If you guys have tried this, leave a comment down below. Again, this is out of New York, but it doesn't really say where it's distilled. Let me see. Hand bottled by.
Pretty sure it's shipped on some truck that goes somewhere.
Again, it didn't say in my research. So I think they were legitimate. It's the distillery.
I want to say they're on some truck that goes around.
No, I mean, as far as do they distill their own juice? I don't know. You can leave a comment down below. You guys always know more than me. I read it before. It says hand bottled by, but it says distilled in New York. So it is definitely distilled in New York.
I want to say they were.
Yeah, I thought it was.
But for
we've done a lot
to
of New
read
York
that
ones,
writing without glasses
well, no,
is not happening.
Steve kept sending me. We had a bunch of different other New York ones.
No,
in there.
I thought these guys were.
These guys actually are distilled there. So honestly, this is very good for what it is.
I think it's super good.
Where did we go?
I'm A minus.
I don't hate it. It's a monotone, but it is what the flavor is very good. Mm-hmm. So we'll leave it at that. So there you go. That's our review.
And thanks to Luke's for their store pick, because they did a great job on there.
No, because I was afraid it was going to break. It was going to give weird flavors. It doesn't do any of that. Will this open into that? We're going to find out. So there it is. So far, I'll go with your A minus. I actually like that. because there's nothing I don't like about that. Great
I gave
proof,
you an option.
great
B plus,
price.
A minus.
No. Great proof, great price, decent years. There's nothing I can say
This
negative.
is another great little traveler.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That you wouldn't, $60, you're not going to fail.
It's got a little doggy on it. You can't hate it with a little doggy on it. So there it is. That's our review. This is the Taconic Distillery Dutchess Private Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Again, if you have tried this, leave a comment down below. I'll be curious to see what you guys actually think of it. I do want to put this up against a couple other blind, in a blind with other proof
I think
in
it'll
that
fare well.
generous range and see where it actually comes out of it. So there you go. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more.
Cheers.
Cheers.